Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the June 9th, 2026 meeting of the Western New York Power Proceeds Allocation Board. Present in the room with me today is Dennis Elsenbeck, Paul Brown, and myself, and online, Deanna Brennen and Brenda McDuffie, as well as our NYPA staff is joining us both online and in person. I know that before this meeting took place, we've had the opportunity to interact with staff and as well to review materials. Part of the materials we reviewed was today's proposed agenda. Do I hear any need for changes to that agenda? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Motion.
Moved by Paul, seconded by Dennis. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? That looks like it passed unanimously. Thank you. During your meetings with staff, you were asked to identify any potential conflicts of interest that may have arisen as a result of the applications that we're about to consider on today's agenda. It's my understanding that there are no conflicts that have been disclosed, but as we always do, we try to update that as of the date of the meeting in the event that something has occurred since the pre-meeting staff meeting that may give rise to a conflict. Are there any conflicts that we need to know about at this time? No. Okay. Next on the list. As part of the packet of materials that you reviewed before today's meeting, there were the meeting minutes from our meeting of April the 7th, 2026. I'm assuming all of you have had a chance to review those minutes. Is there any need to make any modification to those minutes as presented?
No.
Hearing none, I will take a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
So move.
Moved by Dennis,
Second, Brenda McDuffie.
seconded by Paul. All those in favor?
Aye.
Abstentions? Opposition? I didn't think so. That motion passes unanimously. Angela Rossi, our program manager, would you be so kind as to provide us with a fund update, please?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So the total deposits to the fund stand at $135,025,949, with the accrued interest standing at $4,831,492, bringing the total funds available to date to $139,857,441. Disbursements to grantees total $41,651,091, resulting in a current fund balance of $98,206,351, to which no administrative expenses have been withdrawn to date. Fund benefits award to date stand at $76,434,120. And that can be broken down further by $64,478,748 for standard projects and $11,955,372 for energy related projects. The funds available for future awards are $63,423,321. And as you all know, there is an energy set aside, which is 15% minimum of the fund. And today that stands at $20,253,892. That is required for energy related projects, with $11,995,372 awarded to date, leaving $8,298,520 available for energy related projects in the future. Today the board has four considerations in front of them, totaling $5,207,601. And that can further be broken down into $3,233,957 for standard projects and $1,973,644 in energy related projects for today.
Thank you, Angela. Any questions for Angela before we move on? Okay, hearing none. Angela, I'm going to ask you again to take the floor and give us the staff's recommendations for today's four applications, starting with Exhibit A1.
Okay, we're going to do one at a time, or
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the first recommendation today is staff is recommending a $350,000 fund benefit award to support the construction of a new ADA accessible backstage addition to the historic Riviere Theater in North Tonawanda. The 1,100 seat nonprofit venue built in 26 draws more than 100,000 visitors annually and serves as an anchor institution for the Erie Canal Corridor's downtown revitalization. The theater's current below-grade dressing rooms are flood-prone and non-ADA compliant, limiting its ability to secure higher caliber touring acts. The proposed project replaces the spaces with fully accessible dressing rooms and modern production support areas, eliminating flood risk and enabling the venue to attract more diverse and commercially viable programming. The addition will incorporate high efficiency HVAC, LED lighting, and installation that meets the 2025 New York State Energy Conservation Code, reducing energy usage and long-term operating costs for the organization. With expanded backstage capacity, the theater anticipates adding 10 to 20 new performances each year to its existing 125 event schedule. At approximately 700 attendees per show, this represents 7,000 to 14,000 additional annual visitors and an estimated 245,000 to 700,000 in new regional economic activity, including spending from cross-border visitors from Ontario. The total project cost is $1.6 million, and an award of fund benefits would be 21% of the total project cost. There are several aspects of this project that support a recommendation for fund benefits. The project supports the tourism track by enabling the theater to attract higher caliber touring acts and multi-night engagements, currently bypassed due to inadequate backstage infrastructure. The project is projected to add, like we just discussed, 10 to 20 performances annually and generate 7,000 to 14,000 in additional visitors and 245,000 to 700,000 in new regional economic activity. The project also incorporates energy efficiency upgrades into the project, and a fund benefit award would leverage the $1.2 million in private, philanthropic, and public investment and help close a funding gap for the project. And it's anticipated that if this award is approved, that funds would be used to reimburse for a portion of hard costs for the theater itself and would be dispersed in arrears upon project completion.
Thank you, Angela. Any questions for Angela? Hearing none, I'll ask for a motion to adopt staff's recommendation to award $350,000 to Riviere Theater and Organ Preservation Society.
I make the motion.
And a second?
I'll second. Deanna.
Moved by Paul, seconded by Deanna. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? I believe that was unanimous. Angela, would you move on to our second application for today?
Staff recommends a $329,269 fund benefit award to support Bread Hive Worker Cooperative expansion into a significantly larger wholesale bakery facility on Buffalo's west side. Bread Hive is a worker-owned artisan bakery that operates a retail cafe on Connecticut Street and a small wholesale production bakery on Bain Street, which is able to supply breads and other baked goods to Western New York restaurants, retailers, and farmers markets. The project involves acquiring and renovating a new 10,000 square foot vacant warehouse at 98 Rhode Island Street to replace the cooperative's current 900 square feet leased production space. Planned improvements include full electrical, plumbing, HVAC, and installation upgrades, a complete commercial kitchen build-out, and the purchase of large-scale bakery equipment such as ovens, mixers, walk-in coolers, and dough dividers. By expanding into a facility that is more than 10 times larger than its current wholesale production facility, Bread Hive will gain the capacity needed to pursue larger contracts with regional grocery chains, schools, hospitals, and other institutional buyers that are currently out of its reach. The project will also strengthen the regional food system by increasing Bread Hive sourcing from New York State's agricultural producers who already supply approximately 40% of its inputs to the bakery. The total project cost is $1.5 million, and a fund benefit award would be approximately 21% of the total project cost. Again, there are several aspects of this project that support a recommendation for fund benefits. The project commits to creating 5 new full-time positions over 7 years, raising Bread Hive's production workforce from 10 to 15 and an average wage of approximately $32,000. The project advances smart growth, priorities through adaptive reuse of a vacant warehouse on the west side. The worker cooperative structure also anchors ownership locally, reducing relocation risk and deepening ties to the regional food and cooperative ecosystem within Western New York. It will strengthen the regional agricultural supply chain, and it will leverage $1.2 million in bank financing, equity, and other public sources. And an award would help the company close a financing gap. And fund benefits would be used to reimburse a portion of machinery and equipment and FF&E cost, and will be dispersed in arrears upon project completion.
Any questions for Angela with respect to our second application?
I have a question. Angela, did we find out about the wages paid to individuals? Because 32,000 as an average really sounds like minimum wage. And what are the opportunities for not only better wages or wages that are livable, and if there are fringe benefits provided in addition?
Yes, I did. So there are, so Bread Hive provides a retirement plan. They do not provide healthcare, and they also have a raise structure. It, compared to some of the projects we see, it is only $1 a year per year. But most of the workers are actually worker owners, and so they will be entitled to a profit from the business.
Thank you.
Dennis, did you have a question?
I was just curious as to why the IDA and ESD contributed so little in something of this nature. That was there a restriction from a program?
Yeah, so the cost modeling only allowed for the 50,000, so that was the max allowable through our modeling software.
Okay, so good. Okay.
Yeah, and there is a minimum job threshold on their Excel sheet, where our program doesn't have a minimum threshold.
Thanks.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, I don't normally speak on behalf or against an application, but I will say that I had a sandwich today for lunch on Bread Hive bread. And that does not disqualify me from supporting this application. So I will call for a motion to approve staff's recommendation to award $329,269 to the Bread Hive Worker Cooperative.
So move.
Moved by Dennis, seconded by
Second.
Paul. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? I believe that was unanimous. Thank you. Angela, would you take us out on our third application for consideration today?
Yep. Staff recommends a $2,904,688 fund benefit award to the Buffalo and Erie County Botanical Gardens, Western New York's only botanical garden of its scale and regional attractions, serving more than 123,000 visitors annually from across the U.S. and Canada and 23 countries. The Botanical Gardens is advancing the Growing Beyond the Glass, a $31 million expansion and renovation project, the largest capital investment project that the institution has seen in its 126-year history. The project is 55% complete and includes a new welcome center, climate-controlled classrooms, flexible event spaces, central courtyard, has some major infrastructure site upgrades, and will include approximately 90,000 square feet of revitalized outdoor gardens. Once complete, the fully electric campus is designed to achieve LEED Zero certification and will incorporate 51 kilowatts of rooftop solar array. To fully leverage and expand the campus and enhance the visitor experience, the organization will implement a coordinated set of improvements, including new shade canopies, upgraded audio systems, and new guard station, enhanced site and exhibit lighting in a children's play space features, refreshed exhibits and wayfindings, and will also include some new landscaping and essential ground equipment. Upon completion, the enhanced campus is projected to increase annual visitation by approximately 30% and generate an estimated $2.6 million in additional tourism spending for the region. The total project cost is $31 million. An award of fund benefits would represent 9% of that total project cost. And there are several aspects of the project that would support this fund benefit recommendation. Again, the Botanical Gardens is a regional asset. It draws over 123,000 visitors annually. The expansion is expected to increase its visitation to 162,000 by 2027 and grow its educational capacity by 50 to 75%, and then also generate an additional 2.6 million in annual tourism spending. The project aligns with the Western New York REDC priorities by boosting visitor spending and enhancing the region's national and international profile while reinvesting in a historic cultural anchor that is consistent with smart growth principles. A fund benefit will help the organization close its final funding gap for the project and take it from an actual construction project and help it realize and help the project grow and realize what the expansion was intended for. The expanded facilities will significantly increase STEM and horticultural education. And, the Botanical Gardens has a long history with Western New York, and is a stable organization and has a commitment to our region. Fund benefits would reimburse a portion of machinery and equipment and FF&E costs and will be dispersed in arrears upon project completion.
Thank you, Angela. Any questions for Angela with respect to our third application?
What's the basis of NYSERDA for this? I'm always confused as to what they fund and don't fund. Seem like they're energy based, and yet the energy one that we put on energy is they're not funding that. But do we know, or is that they're just including that in the package?
I don't know what this specifically funded based on what I have in front of me, but I have the award in my
yeah, and I know, and if you go back to previous conversations we've always had, it's really whenever there's an energy project, I never see NYSERDA or utilities involved. And so then when I see NYSERDA on something it's non-energy, I'm really just trying to.
So I'm assuming that NYSERDA is funding the energy upgrades, which we can't fund because the organization is on Erie County land, so we can't fund any of those types of upgrades.
So, love to be able to understand that. Sorry.
I apologize. Good questions all.
Mhm.
Any other questions for Angela before we consider a vote? Hearing none, I will ask for a motion to adopt staff's recommendation to award $2,904,688 for the Buffalo and Erie County Botanical Gardens Society, Inc.
Make the motion.
Moved by Paul. Do I have a second?
I will second. Deanna.
Second by Deanna. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? That passes unanimously. Thank you. Angela?
One more.
One more. Angela, try to take more than one breath this time.
Okay.
Trying to get you guys out of here. Okay, last one. Staff recommends $1,623,644 in fund benefit award to the Kean Center, a longstanding not-for-profit civic, cultural, and community anchor that has served Niagara County since 1967. Situated on a 25-acre historic campus in Lockport, the center provides year-round arts, education, recreation, and community programming across multiple facilities. Can you give me 1 second? I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Take your time.
Busy.
You are?
Busy. If you don't mind.
Sure. Give it to me. Where'd you leave off?
I could just keep going. Can you open the door too, please? Thank you. Okay. Situated on a 25-acre historic campus in Lockport, the center provides year-round arts, education, recreation, and community programming across multiple facilities, including the existing Keenan Arena, an educational and recreational building on the site. To replace an aging, outdated facility and meet the region's need for modern, large-scale event space, the Kean Center is advancing the new Kean Civic Arena, a state-of-the-art, fully accessible multi-use venue. The arena will support concerts, festivals, conventions, trade shows, conferences, and other such events throughout the year. Core project features include flexible indoor event hall, upgraded electrical utility and HVAC systems, improved stormwater management, major accessibility and site circulation upgrades, and expanded parking, and the restoration of nearly 25 acres of the campus's green space. The total project cost is $17 million for the Kean Center Arena itself. An award would represent 10% of the total project cost. And there are several aspects of the project that would support a fund recommendation. The project advances regional tourism priorities by creating a major multi-use event venue capable of attracting visitors from Western New York, Southern Ontario, and the Northeastern US. The new Kean Center Arena is projected to draw more than 200,000 visitors annually, generating $6 million to $8 million in indirect economic activity and more than $20 million in total regional economic impact. The project supports Western New York REDC goals by boosting visitor spending, enhancing the region's national and international visibility, and leveraging the proximity to the US and Canadian population centers. It also reinforces smart growth principles by reinvesting in an existing downtown Lockport facility and strengthening it as a key community anchor while promoting compact development. And the increased visitation is expected to benefit local restaurants, shops, and hotels and cultural attractions throughout Eastern Niagara County. And a fund benefit award would help the organization close a funding gap, and a fund benefit would be used to reimburse the applicant for a portion of energy efficiency improvements, specifically the installation of a new high-efficiency HVAC system and upgraded electrical infrastructure.
Thank you, Angela.
You're welcome.
Do we have any questions for Angela with respect to our fourth application today? Good. Hearing none, I'll ask if there is a motion to adopt staff's recommendation to award $1,623,644 to the Kenan Center, Inc.
Make the motion.
Moved by Paul. Do I have a second?
Second by Brenda.
Seconded by Brenda. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? That passes unanimously as well. That concludes our active business for today. I believe our next meeting is scheduled on August the 4th, 2026, and it should be taking place in Niagara Falls.
Correct.
Very good. Is there any other business that we need to attend to today? All right, hearing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Moved by Dennis,
Second.
seconded by Paul. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you all.